On the Sunday that falls between the 13th and the 19th of July every year, we celebrate the Holy Fathers of the first six ecumenical councils, the leaders of the early church who fought to make sure that our worship and praise remained orthodox, true and right. That's why the first ecumenical council developed the symbol of faith, our Nicene Creed, and said that Jesus is consubstantial with the Father. Because if Christ isn't God, then his passion, his crucifixion, burial in the tomb, and resurrection are unable to save us from death. Indeed, this first council is so important that we dedicate the seventh Sunday of Pascha to its remembrance each year. The second ecumenical council declared that the Holy Spirit is divine as well, for much the same reason as the first. If we believe God is present in the activity of the church, in our lives, and the very mysteries that we celebrate, then the Spirit who sanctifies them must also necessarily be divine. The third council, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have much to do with God at first glance. They declared that the title for Mary of Theotokos was part of the Orthodox faith. But this title really doesn't say anything about Mary that the church wasn't already saying. Everyone agreed that she gave birth to Christ. But some people didn't want to say that she is the Mother of God, which is what Theotokos means. So her title actually tells us something about Christ, that he is God from all eternity, even in the moment of the Annunciation, not at some point later on in his human existence. But in the time after the third council, some people started going too far with that notion and were denying the full humanity of Christ. So the fourth council rightly states that we believe that Christ must be both fully human and fully divine, as in order for Christ's actions to save all of humanity, he must have also been fully human. In fact, the fifth and sixth councils also had to deal with further issues related to this. Some people said that Christ was fully human but only had one will, a divine will. Then others wanted to say that Christ only had a divine energy. He could only act as God, not as a human. But we believe that Christ chose to live fully in conformity with his Father's will, just as we are all called to do.